continuar aqui o nosso main quest aqui de LoFo, Duelo Supremo, o Azul Imaculado. Esta vez com a segunda quest aqui do retorno. Uma Teia de Passados Retecida. Vamos agora passar para a POV da Linghsa, sem mais demoras, vamos lá.
I am sorry for our improper management, and I truly appreciate your assistance, General.
There is no need to apologize. We Cloud Knights fight on the battlefield while you judges punish the criminals. We are two sides of the same Cienjo Luofu, and it is my honor to serve the Ten Lords' commission.
Damn.
I've grasped the situation of the prison break. Now tell me more about the current state of the shackling prison.
Borison infiltrated the prison in disguise and released the prisoners, spreading chaos.
O que é que está por trás disto?
Among the judges on duty in the 4 divisions, Judge Shui from the detention division was killed and is temporarily unavailable. So, I'm taking over her duties and commanding Arumaton spectral envoys and spiritfarers to quickly restore order in the affected areas.
I and the two behind me will go deeper into the prison to investigate.
General, the situation inside is still chaotic and perilous. Your presence would be...
It's common for Cloud Knight generals to face danger directly. Hule has escaped, and the Yaoqing envoy is being held hostage by the Borison. His fate is unknown. This is a grave matter. Not only did the Merlin's Claw offer no reproach, she decided to go after Hule herself to prevent further calamity. I believe the Law Fu owes her something in return for her fervent determination. How did the infiltrators learn about the location where Hule was held? And how did they time their plan just before the Yaoqing messengers were ready to escort him?
Acho que a primeira é óbvia. A segunda foi eles esperarem um momento ideal.
What truly matters is if we can gather the clues that lead us to the mastermind behind all this.
Isso é o que interessa.
I understand, but I'm afraid it won't be an easy task.
For a long time, this hidden force has been pursuing their own goals and undermining the security of the Luofu. Backing down now will only encourage them to further endanger the peace here.
The Ten Lords Commission will support your decision with everything we have, General.
Dan Heng and Linghsa, I'll need both of you to accompany me on this challenging journey.
Well, it's part of my responsibilities as the Cauldron Master. So, where would you like to start, General?
Let's start with those Borison disguised as Foxians.
My people have already prepared the evidence.
Interesting. Linghsa and Bidden. Oh, damn. Wait, sendo assim. Xiao e ela. Será que... Ok, nós não conseguimos ver status, pois não. Oh, conseguimos... Não conseguimos. Damn. It is what it is.
According to Lieutenant Yanqing's report, he stumbled upon a few suspicious Foxians at Stargazer Navalia. After following them, he discovered that they were actually Borison in disguise. This is one of the bodies.
Interesting.
Looking at him now, it's hard to imagine how he transformed into a Foxian.
É uma das habilidades deles?
My alchemists detected some complex ingredients in his remains, which might explain how these Borison were able to disguise themselves as Foxians. Simply put, Foxians and Borison share a common ancestry. Although they look completely different now, there isn't much genetic difference between
Interesting,
them.
weird but
This
interesting.
medicine allows Borison to temporarily change their shape into that of Foxians.
So, in other words, if they stop taking the medicine, their true form will soon be revealed?
The formula and technique seem oddly familiar.
The disciples of Sanctus Medicus. Looks like the Alchemy Commission is involved once again. When I was sorting through the prescriptions they used, I came across one called Semblance Reversion Essence. It's designed to help those disciples suppress signs of their Mara-struck forms and maintain their normal appearance. When I compared it to the medicine found in the Borson's body...
They're one and the same, aren't they?
The medicinal properties and ingredients may differ, but the principle remains the same.
Since ancient times, the Borison have always sought to have more powerful bodies, regarding the Foxians as weaklings. Yet, in order to save their warhead, they were willing to disguise themselves as Foxians. Their determination is quite remarkable.
If these infiltrators rely on the medicine to maintain their disguise, then following this lead in our investigation seems prudent.
Weaklings não é suficiente para descrever. Eles literalmente testam, eles tratam como celebs.
According to the judge, this area is not yet under control, so we should proceed cautiously. I've captured the nature of the medicine in my sensor. By following the medicinal fumes, we should be able to retrace the steps of the disguised forest.
Alto efeito. Ok, vamos continuar. Tem que... Ok, wrong one. Damn, que useless. Vai, vai, vai.
Incredible strength. The attacker shattered this warden's bones with a single blow.
Damn.
Such brute strength is not something an ordinary Borison possesses. This is likely the work of Hulai.
If I may be so bold to ask, is this Borison truly that formidable?
Parece que sim.
I have lived a bit longer and engaged in a few more battles than you, Miss Linghsa. To the Alliance, Borison have always been the most formidable adversaries. And Hulai is a monster feared even among his own kind. With his strength, Hulai united numerous Borison packs, forming a grand army of abominations of abundance. They constantly push the Alliance's armies into perilous positions. Over 7 centuries ago, I followed my mentor on a campaign against the abominations. And I
Jing
personally witnessed the devastation on the battlefield after Hulai appeared. Even with medicinal pellets that suppress the fear caused by his lupitoxin, countless Cloud Knights succumbed to panic in the face of his murderous aura. They couldn't even raise a hand in resistance. If the former sword champion hadn't immobilized Hulai with her Frostblade, the outcome of that fateful battle could have been very different. By the end of the battle, only a few of us remained. The crimson moon cast the sheen of blood on all. Everything I saw was painted dark red.
If that's the case, why wasn't the beast executed instead of being imprisoned? On the Xianzhou Jumi, the judges cast those unforgivable and nearly immortal abominations of abundance into the eternal flames of the stars, reducing them to ashes.
Ele é imune a isso?
Their so-called immortality is just a facade. I mean, nothing can truly defy death, can it? I just don't understand why the Lawfu kept this tumor for so long, leading to the terrible situation we're facing now.
Eles tentaram, não foi possível.
But I guess I understand. The people of the Lawfu are known for their kindness. Even when faced with
Literalmente é o Kaido aqui.
the Alchemy Commission, they couldn't bring themselves to cut it out. Instead, they exiled the healer who tried to solve the problem to the Xianzhou Junin.
Damn.
I understand if you hold grudges against
Aí
me.
é verdade, tínhamos esquecido desse plot point.
I take the blame for the resurgence of the disciples of Sanctus Medicus. As for why Hule was only in prison, I can shed some light on that too.
Ah, explica.
I'm just a healer. I'm not familiar with the past. I'd appreciate it if you could enlighten me, General.
All right. Let me tell you more about it as we go.
Might as well.
Incense ascends. Let's see. All together.
Júlio em batalha, será que... Oh, por acaso dá para ver? Interesting. Basquio. Fion's action advances, diz quanto. Increases break damage taken by all enemies, deals fire damage to all enemies. Restores it in Fion's action advances. Ok. Será que ela é melhor para esta equipa do que a Venturine?
Nice job. Harmony and unison.
Sinceramente vou avançar toda a gente.
Doors echo.
Ok, ela não consegue usar a seguir, então. O Fion avança. Ok, pode ser.
Body and mind. Ready to shine. Yeah. Awesome. Watch this.
Ok. Escapas, ok, not bad. Olha, ganhamos um achievement.
Yeah, it's over already. Fast enough for you?
Ok.
Did this Cloud Knight also take the medicine?
I mean, é difícil de analisá-lo sem ver os seus valores, não é?
No. This is a Borisin in disguise. A guard killed him before he could return to his original form.
Interesting, ele fica assim permanente então.
All these Borisin are dressed in official attire. Besides the Cloud Knight, there were also two Borisin disguised as members of the Skyfaring Commission and the Artisanship Commission. Whoever is providing them with official identities must hold the position of power. Let's search elsewhere.
Ok. As opções, não é? Até um range bem longo. A prisoners on the ground.
Someone bit open his arteries and
Holy.
drained almost all of his blood while he was still alive.
Yep, foram eles.
Such a cruel and ruthless act.
Despite being a long-lived species, Borisin are actually more like predatory beasts that must feed on raw blood and flesh. I've heard that Hule was deprived of food and water in the shackling prison.
E ainda morreu, pelo link para tu
It's hard
veres.
to imagine how he managed to suppress his hunger for over 7 centuries. Will the hostage from the Yaoqing be able to avoid being his meal?
Such is the terrible nature of the abominations of abundance. We subjected him to the forest of swords to drain his life force. But in the end, his punishment turned into a test of our patience.
Damn.
Just like you said, Miss Linghsa. Casting a creature that can't be killed into a star would be a way to permanently get rid of it. But
Unfortunately.
The Foxians didn't agree to that.
Exactly. The atrocities committed by Hule went beyond mere massacres. Throughout numerous wars, we made every effort to eradicate the Borisin. But Hule, with his mysterious sorcery, turned countless Foxians into his pawns. And so the Borisin kept returning. The Foxians curse his name day and night, and they even use it to scare children into staying quiet. How could they grant a swift death to such a great sinner? I wonder if you know why Hule wasn't taken into custody by the Foxian majority Xianzhou Yaoqing, but instead imprisoned in the Xianzhou Luofu, Miss Linghsa.
Boa pergunta.
As you mentioned, your mentor was an exceptional warrior and was the one who defeated Hule, an extraordinary achievement. Therefore, the Marshal placed this feral beast under the jurisdiction of the Xianzhou Luofu as an honor, I assume?
Será?
It seems you have a major misunderstanding about this arrangement, Miss Linghsa. Allow me to explain it to you.
Explain? Damn it, bro. Só que isto é uma área nova.
Let's say so.
Yanqing told me that an IPC ship was attacked by Borisin. Is this what they were transporting on the ship?
Parece que sim. Tens que falar com o Scott.
Yes. The Artisanship Commission and Alchemy Commission conducted a joint examination and found that parts of this machine are made from specially refined Borisin biotissue.
É que eles arranjaram isso.
I heard the Intelligentsia Guild has been researching the biological properties of long
Vamos falar com o
life,
Dr. Ratio.
hoping to make medical or combat-related discoveries. However, they haven't dared to cross any lines due to their so-called relationship with the Alliance.
Perhaps to those scholars, Borisin are no different from lab animals. Maybe the Borisin attacked that ship to retaliate against the Intelligentsia
boa
Guild
teoria.
for experimenting on them?
No. If it were only about revenge, they could just wreck the ship and destroy all the cargo, instead of allowing it to end up in the shackling prison.
Oh, devem ter usado.
It was a deliberate display to showcase the dangerous nature of the cargo in broad daylight. This way, the cargo would end up in the shackling prison, serving as a tool for the prison break.
Makes
This
sense.
skill in exploiting the blind spots of others' mindsets is so atypical of them. I'm afraid the IPC and the Intelligentsia Guild unknowingly
Será?
became their accomplices.
Watch out! This thing is still alive!
For real?
Even after suffering such severe attacks?
Their imitation of long-life species has crossed the line. Harmony and unison. Time, this azure dragon, white tiger, less cards.
Deixa eu ver em alta como é que.
Be of your body and mind. Fearless, without fear. Forever. Triumph. Victory is inevitable. Here you go, master.
Wait, só agora? Oh, eu até quem viste. Damn.
Stars echo. Get it together.
Último um pouco inútil, mas.
Don't move, it means it wasn't damaged
Everything in
enough.
this
Eu estou a ver que a Linghsa Break vai ser OP. Múltiplos hits depois do inimigo estar quebrado. It can no longer move. Okay.
You haven't answered my question about why Hulei was imprisoned in the Luofu instead of the Yaoqing, General. You've been reserved in your response. Could it be that such an arrangement wasn't an honor?
Eu duvido que seja uma
The
honra.
reason why the Marshal didn't leave Hulei on the Yaoqing lies in the very mech in front of us.
Are you suggesting that there are people trying to understand Hulei's secrets and use them for their own purposes? Just like with this mech?
Yep, muito provável.
Well, I understand. I've heard that the Foxians on the Yaoqing share a bloodline with the Borisin. And just like the Borisin, some of the Foxians there experience an uncontrollable insanity called moon rage.
Yeah.
The Marshal believed that this would be inhumane and no different from what the Borisin did. So...
Exactly. While Borisin see moon rage as a blessing that unlocks their true potential, Foxians see it as an inevitable curse within their bloodline. Countless healers of the Yaoqing have attempted to unravel this mystery, but to no avail. Why can Borisin control the power of moon rage? Can we Foxians break free from this curse? These questions were asked frequently. Each questioner had good intentions. But the
road to hell
is
paved with good intentions.
To the Foxians of the Yaoqing, Hulei was not only the warhead of the Borisin, but also a monster that could be the subject of much research. Hulei thus became a poison that corrupted people's minds without their knowing.
that's why the Marshal decided to imprison Hulei and the Luofu. It wasn't an honor, but rather a warning.
Because such selfish pursuits in the name of good intentions once led to a tragedy on the Luofu that served as a warning to future generations.
This edition of Imbibitor Lunae.
Wait, what? Que é this? The sedation of Imbibitor Lunae. Oh.
Hulei and the Xianzhou Luofu, the Marshal both suppressed the dangerous intentions of the Yaoqing Foxians and warned the Xianzhou Luofu to refrain from repeating its mistake.
That was a necessary trade-off. The Xianzhou alliance is not solely about the Xianzhou natives. Only when all three races, Foxian, Vidyadhara, and Xianzhou natives, form an alliance, will there be a promising future for all.
Thank you for enlightening me. Was it for the same reason that you traded off my mentor to the Xianzhou Zhuming, only to stand idle and allow the resurgence of the disciples of Sanctus Medicus?
Capaz.
You said that I couldn't bear to cut out the malignant tumor within the Alchemy Commission, but instead exiled the healer who tried to solve the problem to the Xianzhou Zhuming. But did your mentor tell you her good intentions led her to perform certain healing arts on Dan Heng, who had just finished his hatching rebirth, so that he would regain the memories of his past life?
Damn.
What did you just say?
That's crazy.
She believed that restoring the High Elder's knowledge of his past life would allow the Vidyadhara to resume their duty as the guardians of the Ambrosial Arbor, quelling the strife within their clan and bringing everything back on the right path.
That's crazy.
But just as I mentioned earlier, the road to catastrophe is always paved with good intentions. Since then, the 6 charioteers decided that the Alchemy Commission would no longer have a cauldron master. Until your arrival now.
Yeah, that's crazy.
If that's the case, I should thank you for protecting my mentor.
Já vês, Linghsa.
Exiling her, General.
Quite the contrary. I should be the one thanking you.
Thanking me.
All I ever want is to have a clear conscience. However, can long-life species truly achieve that goal in their long-drawn lives? For example, you were implicated along with your mentor and forced to leave your homeland without knowing the truth. And now, with the complicated situation in the Alchemy Commission, the Alliance has spared me a lot of trouble by sending you to handle this challenging task. Shouldn't I be
Ja,
thinking
realmente.
instead?
Your eloquence is indeed impressive, the divine foresight. You won't even leave me any excuses to hold a grudge against you. But, let me make it clear. The Alliance sent me here to handle the business impartially, not to choose sides.
It doesn't matter which side you choose, Miss Linghsa. At the end of the day, both you and I stand on the side of the Alliance, don't we? Let's keep going.
True. Continuar aqui a nossa quest. Será que eles vão encontrar o facto que a Shui agora é uma ave? Por acaso o range isto ainda é longo. Not gonna lie. Mess of bodies, the first bottoms I've fought here.
These Mara-struck soldiers don't appear to be escaped prisoners.
How can you tell?
These soldiers are fully armed. Obviously, they didn't hastily join the battle.
The
Okay.
messenger named Morza did say that there were two groups of attackers. And the other attackers, aside from the Borison, could hide their tracks. I believe he was referring to these people.
Maybe.
Hide their tracks.
Exactly. I've engaged with these attackers before, and they used Cloud Hymn magic to hide their presence. Without careful observation, no one can detect them.
You once warned me to be cautious of the Vidyadhara Elder's influence within the Alchemy Commission. Could it be?
What's on your mind, Miss Linghsa?
Well, it seems that someone provided the attackers with a map of the shackling prison. And considering the Vidyadhara's involvement in the prison's construction, it raises suspicion about their role in this.
Okay.
Additionally, the fact that the Borison need medicine to disguise themselves would suggest that there are still moles within the Alchemy Commission assisting them covertly. Moreover, forging official identities for the undercover Borison would require someone with significant authority. And the presence of assassins capable of using Cloud Hymn magic deepens my suspicion about the Preceptors.
Damn.
But why would
Temos hold interior, bro. That's crazy.
They aim to spread
Temos
chaos.
spy nos
They
rankings.
believe that only in chaos can they regain their former power and influence.
Yeah, most likely.
Since this edition of Imbibe de Lune, the once proud dragon race has been powerless, watching their influence wane. Being a native of the Luofu, Miss Linghsa, I believe you understand the implications.
However, I don't think the Preceptors are the true masterminds. If I'm not mistaken, the one behind all this treachery is the Lord Ravager who exploited the weaknesses within the Luofu and instigated the disciples of Sanctus Medicus, ultimately leading to the Ambrosial Arbor's resurrection. Fentilia.
Damn, é sério que isso volta tudo a essa história inicial? That's crazy.
Please remember, General, that everything I've mentioned is mere speculation. We need concrete evidence for a public trial. If you want to interrogate someone within the Vidyadhara's ranks, you'll need irrefutable proof.
Calma, Link, ele não está a dizer nada.
So, what's your plan, Miss Linghsa?
I'll send an invitation to the Preceptors.
Como é que sabes quem são eles?
Invitation?
The Preceptors have been inviting me for a personal meeting since my arrival on the Luofu. Now, I'll I'll send them the remains of these Mara-struck soldiers and the route map I found in the prisoner's possession. Then, I'll ask them to meet me at Scale Gorge Waterscape. I'd like to hear their explanations.
Ok.
Good idea. If I were to take action, it might alert the true mastermind. I trust you to handle this matter, Miss Linghsa. The internal affairs of the Vidyadhara should remain under their jurisdiction.
Fair enough, não cometas o
Don't
mesmo
worry
erro,
if things
Jing.
don't go smoothly. Once the wolf hunt operation is over, the hidden truths will come to light.
Speaking of the wolf hunt operation, I'm truly worried about the Yaoqing messenger who was taken hostage. Hulei was starving in the shackling prison for centuries. I don't know if the messenger can
Já foi
survive
referenciado
in
não sei quantas vezes. We get it, bro.
Rainbow's blessing, keep him safe.
Ah, he's probably chilling. Às tantas ele é o mastermind por trás disto tudo. Oh, falando nele. 2 dual hours before the warden's convene. Ok, ao mesmo tempo, só contrária.
As I said,
Ok, mas wait. Vamos acabar a missão por aqui, pessoal. Já voltamos no próximo episódio. E fui.